What's going on, guys? This is Kofi from the YMCA, coming at you to take you through my top 15 exercises to work out with a duffel bag at home, at the beach, at the park, wherever you want. With the duffel bags, you know, they range from small, medium, large. Obviously, I'm using personally a medium-sized duffel bag. Now, the medium size, you can hold about anywhere from 15 to about 30 pounds tops. Okay, the large ones you can hold a little bit more. The most important thing is not to put anything fragile inside the duffel bag, and also nothing too floppy, okay? What I like to do is find things around the house, I put those things inside a backpack, and then I put them in a duffel bag. Once you do that, also remember, with these exercises, you can hold the duffel bag two different ways. The long way, like this, or like that, all right? Now, there's no order of importance with these exercises. All right. If you're trying to make this a workout, choose anywhere from 4 to about 5. Keep your reps no more than 20, unless you're doing something cardio based. Then you can do a little bit more. Okay. First one we're going to start with is going to be the overhead squat. All right. Now you've probably seen the overhead squat in CrossFit and different type of activities like that. The most important thing when you're holding with the duffel bag is making sure it's secure up top before you start your descent, right? So I'm gonna hold it two ways and show you guys. So first up, you wanna lock out the arms up top. Before you begin your descent, what you wanna do is keep your core in and keep those arms locked, all right? As you go down, you wanna open up your hips. So I'm gonna demonstrate 3 reps, all right? So just like this, take your breath before you begin going down. 2 and 3. Oh. Boy, that looks way harder than it is. Next one, we got the reverse overhead lunge. So I'm gonna now hold it the long way, unlike I did with the overhead squat. So you actually wanna lock it up top before you begin your lunge, okay? So similar thing, you wanna keep it locked up top. Step back, make sure the most important thing is you stay in control as you come down, all right? Because I don't want this dropping on your head. So you step back like this, reverse lunge, and step up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Good. So remember, keep your reps no more than 20 per leg, all right? Since you're first beginning, I suggest for both legs, if you're doing those single leg kind of movements, keep it to about 5, even with the squats as well. 5, reverse lunges, 5 on each leg, so on and so forth, right? Next up, we have side bends. So side bends are gonna be for your obliques, okay? You've probably seen this in the weight room. Someone will grab a plate, a dumbbell, they'll go like this, side to side. Generally, it's not my favorite kind of movement, especially because of where the weight's being held. Personally, I feel like when the weight is actually held higher, it targets the obliques even more and the core even more. So what you're gonna do is you'll grab your duffel bag, place it on your back, just like that. Stay very tight in your core before you even begin going down. Keep your feet a little bit wider than hip width, and then you bend to the side. So like I said, we're gonna do about 5 on each side, so it looks like this. I'm just gonna do one side, so I'm gonna bend to the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh yeah. Woo. Man. Okay. So imagine you're doing this kind of workout and you're doing like 4 sets of that, right? It adds up and it's gonna be tough, especially if you're doing the 15 exercises I'm gonna show you guys. Imagine you're doing 5 reps of everything, and you're doing that for multiple sets. By the time you finish that 15th one, just imagine how taxed your body's gonna feel. It's gonna be brutal. But like I said, go light first, you know? Even 10 pounds in the beginning when you're using this for five reps, that's gonna feel pretty difficult, okay? Next up, we have the front squat, one of my personal favorites, okay? So with the front squats, one of the most important things is how high you're keeping your elbows, okay? I'm not gonna hold my elbows up too high, otherwise you can't see my face, all right? And I just want you guys to make sure that your form is good. So keep your chin up high, keep it just like this. This would be like an ideal position. The most important thing is you keep the elbows driving up as you go down, okay? So I'm gonna do this for about 3 reps. So down and up. 1, 2, 3, good. Woo! Oh man, love that, love it. Next up, rotational deadlift. That's gonna be number 5, rotational deadlift. Now yes, we're using light weight, so obviously take it easy because you're going from one spot to another. Most important thing about all these exercises is form, right? Form, technique, also your breathing. Some of this stuff is going to be coming natural to you, but this is your first time doing these kind of movements. Take it slow and go light. Make sure the technique is proper before you decide to use a little bit more. So now, rotational deadlift. So as you know with the deadlift, it starts from the floor and it finishes on the floor, right? So I'm actually going to take it from one side of my foot to the other side, okay? So I'm going to stand just like this. I'm going to start by reaching over to that side, keeping my arms straight the whole time. I'll kind of look that way as I do it too. So I go down, just like this. I'll stand up and I'll put it down here. Down, 1, up, 2, up, and 3. Good. So, one of the important things about doing a deadlift is when you're standing up, make sure in the middle your glutes engage, all right? You gotta kind of flex your glutes, flex your quads, flex your core. You pretty much gotta flex everything for all these exercises, but especially the deadlift because it works probably the most muscles in the body. Coming up next, number 6, the shoulder squat. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your bag, place it on one shoulder, just like that. Once you feel like it's secure, what you wanna do is hold this other arm out for balance, okay? So at the same time you're doing this, your shoulder is kind of getting a workout. One of the most important things you wanna do is keep the chest up as you go down. So chest stays up, arm out for balance, then you go down and up. So I'm gonna do about 3 on this side. So you go down, 1, 2, 3, good. Perfect, excellent. Number 7, the bear hug side lunge, all right? So the side lunge always targets the hip area, inner thighs, glutes, but anytime you're holding the weight out in front of your body, similar to the front squat, deadlifts, lots of these things, even though they seem like they may be for one thing, for example, front squat, most people think legs. Great, it is legs, but remember, all these things are working out multiple muscle groups. So when you hold the weight in front of you, the duffel bag in this situation, that's gonna work on your core a lot more, especially if it's on the heavier side. But even if it isn't, make sure you keep the core sucked in as you're performing these movements. So the bear hug, side lunge, you're gonna hold it just like this. You can even hold it with one arm, 2 arms like this. I'll hold it like this just so you can get a better look at it. My feet will start like this and I'll step out to the side. So I'm gonna do it just like this. So most important thing is you don't lead with your knees, you lead with your hips. So your hips have to crease first. So just like this. And push back, 1, 2, push back, and 3, good. So that's the bear hug side lunge, all right? Also a great exercise. Remember, keep the movements clean, all right? The more control you have over your body, the easier it's gonna look. It's gonna look like you're performing it, and the easier it's gonna feel like. If you're out of control, then everything's gonna seem difficult. Number 8, the overhead tricep extension, okay? So with the overhead tricep extension, because of the way you're holding the duffel bag, it's gonna feel a little bit different on the muscles, all right? So you gotta make sure you kind of exaggerate the top position. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna flex up top, all right? I mean, you should be flexing anyways, but specifically for this movement, you wanna flex, you wanna like flex for at least like 2 seconds, something like that, before you bring it back down. And when you bring it down, you want to make sure you're extending all the way down. You know, don't give me any half reps, some T-Rex arms or something like that. Make sure you're extending all the way up, all the way down. All right. So I'm actually gonna hold it like this time. Hold the side, squeeze tight, just like this. Hold it up, bend the arms, and then up. 1, 2, and down. 1, and up. 1, 2, down, up. 1, 2, good, and down. I'm telling you guys, you do not have to go heavy for this. It's totally different, you know? That's why we have all these different ways of training, you know? The kettlebells, the barbells, duffel bags, sandbags. All these things will attack and make the muscles feel differently if you do it well with the right technique, all right? Let's move on to the next one. The single leg Romanian deadlift, okay? As you know, when you're doing something like a Romanian deadlift with a barbell, yes, it starts off the ground, it's a deadlift. But it doesn't have to finish on the ground. You could or you could not. That depends, that's gonna be up to you, right? So what I'm gonna do is hold it just like that. If I hold it here, then it's definitely gonna touch the ground, right? So I'm actually gonna do it, give you a side view so you see what that looks like. So my right foot, pretty much you're gonna do is you're gonna kick back with the same leg that you're